No name tag yet.
All right. And especially Lori, thank you for sharing your speech with us. And I noticed right away the purple sweater, or I'm not sure the fashion term for it, but it looks like a sweater to me. And when I thought of Robert Kiyosaki, instantly I think purple because any of his books have purple as part of the color scheme, and obviously the game pointed out. So I thought your outfit was an excellent start. It was an attention getter for me, so I appreciated that. The subject matter you spoke about is very interesting, and that is a very unique game to kind of help the mindset of getting out of the rat race, right? And you could have, I think, went a little more with it. You could have mentioned if you're a Toastmaster, you're already almost a step out of the rat race. You're taking time out of your day, right, to come and improve. So consider that. I did like that you brought the game. You had the board out. You had that as a visual. You kind of showed, as best as we could see where we were sitting. Hey, here's what it looks like. Here's what to expect. You told us about the game. It's a tough speech to give because you're kind of trying to keep the audience's interest, explain the rules of the game to them a little bit. So I noticed your eye contact a lot went down to the game. So I think you could improve that. Let the game be there, or maybe set it up against something like a prompt like this so that people can see it. It's just going to, it's color, it's going to keep us engaged. And then you, having kind of looked down, you could kind of look out and point and talk, about the game. So it's just a thought to make it a little bit better. The other thing I did, this speech evaluation was for how to say it. I did hear some ums and uhs and ers. So it's something to be mindful of, and I think that was recorded. We're all a work in practice, so part of being evaluator is just kind of remind you, hey, I'm still hearing these words. And when you hear that enough, you'll be up here and you'll be like, oh, you'll start to catch yourself. So I think you can improve on that a little bit. The other thing I was going to mention was, I think there was a lot probably that you could maximize on this speech. So your opening was a little fuzzy, and I know part of that might have been my fault because I was trying to clarify. The agenda said 10 to 15 minutes or 12 to 15, but it was a 5 to 7. So, maybe before you give the speech, making clear if the agenda is wrong, making clear to me or the timer so that we don't have to try to interrupt your opening. And for the opening, I think you could improve on your opening. One example would be to come up and say, the person's name, Robert Kiyosaki. Instantly, half the audience is going to be pulled in and say, oh, she's going to talk about Rich Dad Poor Dad. Or you know what I mean? You're just going to engage a little bit more. A strong opening, I think, is very important, and so that might give you something to work on for the next time. But